You know, your dog is never going to literally say the words, I love you. But does that mean they aren't telling you? Absolutely not. They're telling you every single day. They just have this secret language, right? It's not spoken with words, but with actions. And once you learn how to translate it, you'll see just how much love you're surrounded by.
I mean, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The connection we have with our dogs, it's something primal. It's something you feel, way down deep, on a level that words just can't touch.
So that's the big question, right? What is your dog actually trying to say? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. We're about to decode all those weird, funny, sometimes totally confusing things they do so you can finally understand the messages they're sending you.
All right, let's kick things off with their most powerful tool, their sense of smell. I mean, so much of what they do is driven by scent. And really, it all boils down to one simple, powerful idea. To your dog, you are their ultimate source of safety. You're their home.
Okay, I bet you've seen this. You toss a hoodie on the floor or leave your laundry basket out, and what happens? Moments later, your dog is curled up in it like it's the coziest bed in the world. And you might think, okay, that's a little weird, maybe kind of gross. But what's really going on there?
This is so much more than just a random habit. When they bury their face in your dirty t-shirt, what they're really doing is wrapping themselves up in you, your scent. It's how they feel close to you, how they feel secure, especially when you're not there. It's a truly profound act of connection.
And listen, this isn't just some fluffy, sweet idea. It is backed by some serious science. A study out of Duke University actually found that your unique scent, your smell, lights up the attachment centers in their brain like a fireworks display. It's the exact same neurological response a human baby has to its mother's scent. So to them, your smell doesn't just mean familiar, it literally means home. It means safety. It's everything.
All right, let's be real for a second. This next one, it can be a lot. You know what I'm talking about. You just want to go to the bathroom, and suddenly you've got a four-legged shadow. You try to close the door for a little privacy, and what do you see? A nose or a paw poking underneath. It makes you want to ask, can I just get 1 minute, please? But what if I told you it has nothing to do with being needy? This reframes the whole thing. They're not being clingy, they're being protective. See, for their ancestors in the wild, being separated from the pack meant danger. It meant vulnerability. So when they follow you, they're acting on this incredibly deep instinct to keep the pack together and make sure you, their leader, are safe.
And that instinct, that idea of the pack, it builds perfectly into our next set of behaviors. And these go way beyond just seeking comfort. What we're talking about now are acts of absolute, unconditional trust, the kind of trust that is the bedrock of any loyal pack.
Think about it. In the wild, turning your back on something is a huge risk. Showing your belly? That's the ultimate sign of surrender. It's weakness. But with you, your dog has totally flipped the script. Those signs of vulnerability have become the highest possible compliments. They're saying, I trust you so much, I trust you with my very life, that I don't even have to think about defending myself when I'm with you.
Okay, picture this. You wake up in the middle of the night, it's dark, and you see that familiar silhouette of your dog just lying right in the doorway. You know that's not the most comfortable spot, the hard floor. So why? Why are they there? Well, there's a name for this. Behaviorists call it sentinel behavior. A sentinel is a guard, right? They've literally assigned themselves the role of your protector. By lying there, they're putting their own body between you and any possible threat from the rest of the house. They're creating a living, breathing barrier, standing watch while you're at your most vulnerable. It's a conscious choice to protect the person who means the most to them. Okay, so we've talked about scent and trust, but this last section, this is where things get, well, truly incredible. We're moving past just instinct now and into the world of pure emotion. We're going to talk about the profound, almost unbelievable empathy our dogs have and their ability to connect with us on a level you might not have thought possible.
I think we all know this one. You're just chilling on the couch, minding your own business, and you get that feeling that you're being watched. You look over and there's your dog, just staring at you. Not whining for a treat, not holding a toy, just a long, quiet, steady gaze. What's that all about? Okay, next time this happens, watch their eyes. If you see them give you a slow blink during that stare, that's it. That is the dog equivalent of saying, I love you. It's like a little air kiss. You know, in the animal kingdom, staring is usually a challenge, a threat. But they've learned with us, with their humans, to turn it into this incredibly deep, loving form of connection.
And again, the science behind this is just amazing. Research shows that when you and your dog share that gaze, both of your brains, yours and theirs, get a rush of oxytocin. You've heard of it, right? It's the love hormone. It's the very same chemical that bonds a mother to her newborn baby. You are literally, chemically, bonding and getting high on love together. How cool is that?
Okay, let's shift gears for a second. I want you to think about a time you were really down. Maybe you were crying or just sitting there with the weight of the world on your shoulders. What did your dog do in that moment?
Because when your dog comes over and just gently rests their head on your lap, that's not an accident. They can smell the chemical changes in your body when you're sad or stressed out. It's incredible. Research from the University of London even confirmed that dogs will actively approach crying people, even strangers, to try and comfort them. They don't just notice your pain. They are hardwired to respond to it.
Have you ever felt like your dog is your emotional twin? Like when you're stressed out and anxious, they seem totally on edge too. And when you're happy and relaxed, they're just a puddle of calm beside you. Well, let me tell you, you are not imagining it. There's a scientific name for this, and it's called emotional contagion. How wild is that? Research, this time from the University of Naples, found that really bonded dogs don't just see our emotions, they absorb them. When your stress hormone, cortisol, goes up, so does theirs. They are quite literally feeling what you feel. It is the absolute ultimate form of empathy.
So, when you take a step back and you put all these pieces together, the scent, the trust, the empathy, one really powerful truth just shines through. You didn't just get a pet. You have been chosen.
Think about it. All these things we just talked about, sleeping on your clothes, standing guard at the door, feeling sad right alongside you, these are not just quirky little dog habits. No, there's something so much more.
They are conscious messages, they're meaningful. Every single one is a deliberate act of loyalty, of trust, of deep, profound affection. They're love letters. And now you know exactly how to read them.
So I'll leave you with this question. After hearing all of this, what do you now realize is the sweetest, most powerful love letter your dog has ever sent you? Thinking about that, well, it just might change the way you see that furry face forever.